In this video, I'm going to show you why you'll ruin your future if you buy a car, why your first $20,000 invested can completely change your life, and how you can earn even while you sleep. If you want to stop wasting years, avoid the biggest financial traps, and finally take control of your future, this video is exactly what you need. Most people don't realize this, but your entire life can change the moment you save your first $20,000. Not because of the number itself, but because of what it does to your mind. And let me start with something brutally honest. If you don't have at least $20,000 saved, you're not in control of your life. Your bills are. You might think you're making decisions. You might think you're choosing your job, your lifestyle, your future. But in reality, every choice you make is filtered through one ugly question. Can I survive until the next paycheck? And that question is a prison. It affects how you talk to your boss. It affects how you negotiate. It affects how you tolerate things you absolutely hate. Toxic coworkers, unfair deadlines, being underpaid. You stay silent because you can't afford to do anything else. But here's the twist no one tells you. The moment you stack your first $20,000, the entire power dynamic shifts completely. You stop living in reaction mode. You stop waking up with that pressure in your chest. You stop saying yes to things you don't want just because you need the money. For the first time in your life, you have what I call walk-away money. Not retirement, not wealth, not freedom forever. Just enough freedom to finally breathe and choose. $20,000 means you could quit tomorrow and survive for months. It means you stop acting like someone who's trapped, and people feel that shift instantly. Here's the crazy part. You don't even need to spend that money. Just knowing it's there changes everything. Your tone changes, your confidence changes, your posture changes. You start acting like someone who has options, because you finally do. And employers can smell that a mile away. Suddenly, you're not just another employee. You're the person who doesn't panic, who doesn't beg, who doesn't cling to the job like it's a life raft. You become valuable. And that's when the snowball starts. Better opportunities, better offers, better pay. But here's the painful truth. Most people never reach that point. Not because they don't earn enough, but because the moment they get close, they sabotage themselves. They hit $20,000 and suddenly deserve a new phone, a designer jacket, a car upgrade. They blow the foundation before it ever has the chance to grow, because no one taught them this one simple law of money. Your first $20,000 is not meant to be spent. It's meant to transform you. And if you let it, your entire financial life will unfold differently. It's not just money. It's a new financial operating system installed in your brain. But to actually turn that $20,000 into real momentum, you need strategy. Clear, practical, actionable strategy. So let's break down the most important habits that truly wealthy people master early, and that you must adopt the moment you cross that threshold. 1. Stop tracking small expenses. Start tracking big levers. Once you're no longer broke, the $5 coffee doesn't matter. What matters are the decisions that swing your net worth by thousands, not pennies. Here's what actually moves the needle. Your total savings rate, your income growth, your investment consistency, your housing, transportation, and lifestyle choices. If you optimize only those 4 areas, you will outperform 95% of people financially. Example: cutting $100 per month of small fluff equals $1,200 per year saved. But switching to a cheaper apartment equals $300 per month saved equals $3,600 per year. Negotiating a raise plus switching jobs equals $10,000 plus per year. The game is won with big moves, not penny pinching. 2. Automate everything, or you won't do it. The fastest way to hit $20,000 and then $40,000 is to remove your own emotions from the process. Setup: automatic transfer to investments the moment your salary hits. Automatic contributions to index funds. Automatic savings buckets for emergencies, opportunities, and long-term wealth. If it's automated, it happens. If it depends on discipline, it dies. 3. Adopt the opportunity cost lens. Every major purchase should be viewed not as a price tag, but as a delayed future. That $30,000 car? At an 8% annual return over 20 years, it's really a $139,000 decision. That $2,500 vacation? That's $11,600 in 20 years. This doesn't mean never spend. It means spend consciously. Ask yourself one question before every big purchase. Is this worth delaying my freedom for? If yes, enjoy it guilt-free. If no, invest instead. 4. Build a real emergency fund, not mental math savings. People fool themselves into thinking they have savings because they believe, I could dip into my investments if something happens. No, that's how wealth dies early. Keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in pure cash or high-yield savings, money specifically meant to protect your investments so they can compound undisturbed. Your investments should be for growth. Your emergency fund should be for survival. Your brain needs both. 5. Use money to buy time, not status. This is the mindset shift that separates wealthy people from everyone else. Most people use money to impress strangers. Wealthy people use money to free themselves from dependency. The best return on investment is reducing things that drain your time, energy, and mental load. Paying for skills that grow your income. Outsourcing tasks that drain hours but create no value. Buying tools that improve productivity. Taking courses that elevate your earning potential. If it saves time, builds skills, or increases earning power, it's an investment, not an expense. 6. Become obsessed with increasing your income. Cutting expenses can only take you so far. Increasing income? That's unlimited. After $20,000, your mindset should shift from, how do I save more, to, how do I earn more? That means learning profitable skills, switching jobs every 1 to 2 years for faster salary growth, building a side income, negotiating aggressively, positioning yourself for better opportunities. You don't need to make $200K per dollars a year to build wealth, but you do need to stop relying on a single, stagnant income source. Saving your first $20,000 has almost nothing to do with money, and everything to do with identity. Because before you hit that number, every dollar feels fragile. You're constantly one car repair, one medical bill, one bad month away from disaster. And your brain knows it. Psychologists have a name for this: constant threat mode. In this state, your decisions aren't based on logic. They're based on fear. You don't invest because, what if something happens? You don't switch jobs because, what if I fail? You don't take opportunities because, what if I need the money? You stay small. You play safe. You avoid risk, even the good kind, the kind that could actually change your life. But once you break past $20,000, your brain does something extraordinary. It switches from preservation to expansion. It stops asking survival questions and starts asking strategic ones. How can I multiply this? What skills can I learn now that I'm not drowning? What opportunities have I been ignoring because I was scared? And this shift is so powerful that researchers can literally measure it. Studies from the Federal Reserve show that households with even $15,000 to $25,000 in liquid savings have dramatically higher long-term earning potential, not because they're smarter or luckier, but because they finally have the mental bandwidth to think clearly. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine two people with the same income. One has $300 in his account. The other has $20,000. Now imagine both of them lose their job tomorrow. The first person spirals into panic. He takes the first job offered, maybe worse conditions, maybe worse pay, because he has no choice. The second person? He has months to breathe, months to look, months to prepare. He chooses a better job, not a desperate one. One event, two completely different realities. All because one person built a buffer big enough to protect their future. The $20,000 person stops seeing money as something to survive with and starts seeing it as something to use. This is when the compounding effect finally becomes real. Not just the mathematical compounding, the psychological compounding. Because the moment you feel safe, you automatically make smarter decisions. You negotiate better. You spot opportunities faster. You take on projects with more confidence. You stop self-sabotaging. And this internal shift accelerates everything else: your income, your investments, your ambition, your self-worth. It's the moment you stop thinking like someone who's barely getting by and start thinking like someone who's building something. And that's why financial gurus who talk only about saving money completely miss the point. It's not about the cash, it's about who you become once you're no longer ruled by fear. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more useful financial tips. See you in the next video.